one goes away. We proud of who we are. Versi tutti nei, versi tafsi nei. Vedro one goes away. We proud of who we are. Lensi ganse jengleno, for vine consansi. Ven one we are watching go, for vine consansi. Vensi ganse jengleno, for vine consansi. Ven one we are watching go, for vine consansi.
Yeah, I'll sing some. If you know say you be proud of your beginning, make you the shine your light. Just follow me, oh, follow me, oh, follow me, shine your light. Le bambo le wa, bibinyo tenya tentja, bibinyo tenya tentja. Come any pan this one again. I be proud by me licky girl, yeah. I'm proud of who I am, yeah. C'est pas point to oh yeah. Wafu samo yeah. Bangante bangjung yeah. Genta asin do
Yere, kantindin, man for me, love will I want. Vedro one goes away. We proud of who we are. Versi tutti nei, versi tafsi nei. Vedro one goes away. We proud of who we are. Lensi ganse jengleno, for vine consansi. Ven one we are watching go, for vine consansi. Vensi ganse jengleno, for vine consansi. Ven one we are watching go, for vine consansi.
Come see the special place where I come from. The moon is bright, we telling stories round the bonfire. We get the firewood and we get the power. We get the sauce, yes, we are proud of who we are. Now not to sell all man, not chumche.
yeah, moe, awa konga tuma. One so yo alaya kisanga. Ile. Vusina duwa phobia. They yo adari. Ayo adari.
Yere, kantindin, man for me, love will I want. Vedro one goes away. We proud of who we are. Versi tutti nei, versi tafsi nei. Vedro one goes away. We proud of who we are. Yere, kantindin, man for me, love will I want. Vedro one goes away. We proud of who we are. Versi tutti nei, versi tafsi nei. Vedro one goes away. We proud of who we are. Lensi ganse jengleno, we proud of who we are. Ven one we are watching go, we proud of who we are. Vensi ganse jengleno, we proud of who we are. Ven one we are watching go, we proud of who we are. 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 We proud of who we are.
Point of correction. No be bouncer boy, and so boy. The boy.
Hello, everyone, and we are about to go to the town hall in just a moment. Wherever you're tuning in, if you are in the great state of Texas, or whether you are in the capital city, when we always say when the capital is breathing, we are all breathing. So if you are in this metro, we are giving you a shout out. Whether you are in the hills of the California or down on the plains of Arizona, or whether you're in the great state of Georgia, wherever you are in this great union of ours, we are sending you seasonal greetings and saying happy New Year. Tonight is your night because we are aiming to bring you a lot of insights on the Family Assistance Program, and I've gathered an interesting and an exceptional panel that is going to be answering your questions. So we are still a few minutes before our scheduled time, and so why don't we revisit Mumla and see how life is going on at the cathedral there in Squares. So we will be right back with the panel. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. I can see that we still have just a few people joining us. We want to make sure that we have peak numbers before I bring on the panel. It's 1 minute after the scheduled time, and if you are just joining in, you are on to the Leaky Bomby News Channel, the BFU-USA news programming that aims to bring you highlights and regular programs that educate you on what your union is about. And tonight is all about the Family Assistance Program, FAP, and we have distinguished speakers that will be answering questions on the ins and out of this program. Like I said, we still have just a few people joining in. So why don't we have a jingle, the FAP jingle, right? While we get the numbers up here and then we get going. So folks, stay tuned, don't go anywhere. This is BFU-USA TV channel, and we will be right back. Stay tuned, enjoy this FAP jingle because you are just amazing.
Send me, Lord, I will go.
me, Father. Send me, Lord, and I will go. Nyoye toje wonsatomla. Nyoye toje wonsatomla. Go tomota, tomota, remadu. Tomota, ronyoy. Tomota, remadu. The Lord said, send me, Lord, send me, Father. Send me, Lord, I will go. Send me, Lord, send me, Father. Send me, Lord, and I will go. Chuba, 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 chuba. Ah, Prince of Peace again now. All man for dancing floor. All man for up. Any person where she don't go down. If I want to turn my eye, we talk on Namutuare, eh? That's what I did. Yeba. It's a Jesus toy, what Tata Jesus toy, are you Bententica? Tata toy, what the shall we are. Tata Jesus toy, are you Bententica? Are you just put raise the wooden Tata David? Tata Jesus toy, are you Bententica? Tata toy, we are lost. Tata Jesus toy, are you Bententica? Oh, Tata toy, the shall we are lost. Tata Jesus toy, are you Bententica? Oh, Tata lay, the shall we are lost. Tata Jesus toy, are you Bententica? Are you just good races, the wooden Tata David? Tata Jesus toy, are you Bententica? Oh, Tata lay, the shall we are lost. Tata Jesus toy, are you Bententica? Oh, Tata Jesus lay, the shall we are lost. Tata Jesus lay, are you Bententica? Are you just good races, the wooden Tata David? Tata Jesus toy, are you Bententica? Oh, Tata toy, the shall we are lost. Tata Jesus toy, are you Bententica? Oh, Tata Jesus toy, are you Bententica? Oh, Tata Yesu toy, shall we are lost. Tata Jesus toy, are you Bententica? Oh, Tata lay, the shall we are lost. Tata Jesus toy, are you Bententica? Oh, Tata Jesus come, the shall we are lost. Tata Jesus toy, are you Bententica? Are you the Tata toy, the shall we are lost. Tata Jesus toy, are you Bententica?
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that. That music and the spirit of it, it reminds us of where keepings back home. That's how it is done. And I'm very, very grateful to those who have already joined us. For those who are still just thinking about it, you are missing out, because this is your night. We are here to bring you insights into the family assistance program, and it is 10 minutes after the hour, and we are using that time to warm things up and get you ready for this evening's program. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is BFU-USA League Bombing News Channel, your destination for happenings, updates, tips and tricks, and fun, as well as really, really great information that concerns you and that concerns your union. So thank you for being here. Now, without much ado, I would like to bring the panel on so that we get going here. I'm very excited to have them joining us tonight. So, folks, join me in welcoming this panel here. I have here distinguished gentlemen of class from, we just lost Fighter on there, but we have on my left, making sure that, yep, on my left, top right hand, left hand corner, we have Mr. Tobias Kidra. He's you can call him Barbary, you can call him Uncle Toby, probably known as either one will work. I think he's the one person who has probably attended all the conventions, as far as I know. So he's been there for this union, and he's when I joined the union, I met him, and it seems now like a long time ago, and he is still there doing his best. He is our national coordinator for the Family Assistance Program, and you'll be hearing more about what the work he's doing and his team tonight. In the middle, we have Phi Taiwan. Now, in our language, you cannot greet, Phi with the hand. Our women, as a sign of respect, bend down a little bit when they're talking, and they give way, they bend down. Phi is the VP for culture, as it should be, for this union, and he does a lot even before being the VP. He's a very active community organizer, and I would say the right hand person to the president there in DC Metro, the guy who gets things done. And so he is the FAP coordinator for BFU DC Metro, the chapter with the highest numbers. We'll be talking about those numbers tonight and the magic that he and his president have done to come up with those numbers. And of course, the last but not the least is the president himself, Shay Alex Ngalin. My God, when you hear, oh, DC is here, DC is at home, right? Numbers don't lie, like we say. And Shay Alex, we go way back, and I am so excited to have him join him. He's my brother from the same village. I grew up looking up to Shay Alex. He was one of the few people that I knew who had gone to university, and he will come back home from holidays, and during our third term holidays, and in the evening he will take a shower and wash. We only wash on Sundays, but Alex will wash and dress up, and then he will be reading Cameroon Tribune. He doesn't know this story, but I'm telling you now. We used to look up to Shay Alex. I was like, oh God, I want to go to university like Shay Alex. So he is a really, really great guy, and he's doing a marvelous job there in the DC chapter. Gentlemen, please, let's have you say a few things that are left out, maybe about you and your families, and maybe wish a minute each or 2 minutes before we go to the subject of the day. After all, this is Bui Family Union, right? So why don't we kick off with Alex? I just shared a few tips with you. Let's start with you, sir.
Thank you very much, Shufan Kamansa. It's a great pleasure being here tonight. And everything being equal, family is doing great. And Happy New Year to everyone who is listening to us here. To those who are still to join, please do join. And let's have a wonderful evening.
Fantastic. And fight out.
Bero Tao Shufai. So, just like you said, I think you said everything already. I'm here to share my own little contribution that I've put in for FAP and especially for our branch. And I know there are people who still have a lot of things to be cleared. I'm sure this is an opportunity that we shall use to reach out to them and to enlighten and educate people some of the benefits that will be coming in future. So we are here, and once more, Happy New Year to everyone. And be sure that we're starting the year on a very good note based on what FAP has already brought into the union. Thank you.
Excellent. And Barbary, Uncle Toby, I always don't know. I always call you internet. I don't know which one to call. So, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Shufai, and good evening, everyone. Like Shufai said, I've been around for a while. I've been with the union for close to 20, I think it's 23 years. I've been around and I know a little bit more details of what happens in BFU. So, like you said, I've attended all the conventions, and I'm a member of the New Jersey chapter. And BFU really is like a passion for me. So when I hear about BFU, I feel like this is the real family. So I am always around, can go out of my way to do anything for BFU because I know I have a real stake in BFU. I've done things in the background, lots of important things for BFU, and I pray that God should continue to give me the strength to continue to support this our organization. This is our home. As far as the FAP is concerned, I think in the course of this our gathering town hall today, I'm going to probably give some important points that people should take into mind as we roll out this our very important program, which I believe is the greatest achievement of BFU-USA. So thank you, and I'll be talking to you soon.
Excellent. Folks, you are in good hands. You are in good hands. So if you see me looking that way, I'm monitoring the chat that is coming up from YouTube, and then on this side, I'm looking at the chat that is coming directly via Vimeo, our platform that we're using to roll out this fantastic program. So I'm also checking my phone to see whether some people are engaging with me via the via WhatsApp. So I'm monitoring a lot of things to make sure that we don't leave any question unanswered. If you cannot get to us through our YouTube channel, the Likibomi news channel via YouTube, or directly on our website where we are also live, you can get to us directly through our WhatsApp forum, or you send the questions to me directly, and I'll make sure they are answered. So thank you, gentlemen, for taking time to add a bit of flavor to my introductions. Let's set the stage for this moment, and we're going to set this stage by taking a couple of minutes to think about those that have gone ahead of us. From the founding of BFU-USA, members that have gone ahead that were never able, they were not able to enjoy a program like this one that Uncle Toby and Barbary, and now I can call him my son because as a Shufai, all of you are my sons and daughters, has just said is the greatest achievement of BFU-USA, and that is not an overstatement. We have lost giants. I'm thinking of Gwe. Yeah, we did not get to enjoy this. I worked with Gwe more than a decade ago in the convention in New Jersey. Gwe used to be the MC. You can count on Gwe, ran up and down. There are many people I cannot begin to name, but I'm talking about those that recently went. There is one member, a young dynamic member. This week I was trying to reach out to the sustainers to remind them of the program and to say, okay, can you upgrade, or here is where you are with the program. That is, if there's a problem with your account, I sent a ton of emails. Many of you receive a ton of emails from me in the last couple of days. And then I saw my daughter from Dallas chapter, whom we lost. And if she were alive, she would have been receiving an email from me about her sustainer account. That is an account that will never be reactivated. And I have to take a pause and say, this toy, as you were listening to the jingle, Tata toy momo toy. You know, toy is not for the old. Toy can happen to anybody. So let's take a moment of prayer and think about this, our daughter in Dallas, whom we lost a member. As we watch her departure, let's think about all those members that have been buried, even including our own people, parents, grandparents, those that have gone ahead of us. So let's take a moment of prayer right now to remind ourselves why this FAP is so important. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Trials dark on every hand, and we cannot understand all the ways that God will lead us to that blessed promised land. But He'll guide us with His eye, and we'll follow till we die. We will understand it better by and by. By and by, when the morning comes, all the saints of God are gathering home. We will tell the story, how we've overcome. We will understand it better.
Precious morning, soul and body, meet again. No more sorrow, no more weeping, no more pain. Precious morning, soul and body, meet again. No more sorrow, no more weeping,
Folks, I want to take a moment to mention, to thank you for being in a moment of prayer. But there is no way we can talk about Anne, our daughter Lambo, without mentioning the very, very first giant, Shea Vincent Manjo. Shea, I was with Shea in the convention in Minnesota, his very last convention. And I didn't know that was going to be Shea's last convention. For those who like, Uncle Toby, Shea was one person who you will see at every convention, no matter what. So he is a giant that he will have been the one canvassing and saying, what? You have to be part of family assistance program. To his family, Shea Manjo's family, Shea is in our hearts. He's not gone away. To the family of Fred Geran, was one of the founding fathers here of Minnesota chapter. The general died, but the general is alive. And so we have our former D right now, who has taken the baton of power from Fred Geran. We have a national day here in Minnesota because of Fred Geran. To his family, we are also saying, you are in our hearts. So this is family, folks. Family means we are there for each other. That you are there for your people even when you are no longer there. That's what the family assistance program is about. So before we get into the conversations, and again, before I move on, we always say to all our departed brothers, the one I have not mentioned, please just note that if I have not mentioned a member in your chapter who has just died, it's not because they are not equally great. It's because now I am Tata, and the mine is It's very fickle. I cannot remember the names. So blame it on my old age now as you are Tata. So please forgive me if I have not mentioned any member from your chapter. They are in our prayer. That's why we were saying that prayer together. And so why don't I say this prayer from Shaywan, my dear Antika. She's posted it online and to conclude this segment. And I'm reading it as she has just posted it. Eternal rest grant unto her, which is the Anne, and grant unto them, which is all our members and our loved ones that have gone ahead of us. Oh Lord, may she, Anne, and may everyone who have gone ahead of us and the rest of BFU-USA members who have gone before us rest in perfect peace. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you,
Amen.
Shay, Antika Owom. Folks, let's have our president articulate why we launch FAP, and then I will come back to this panel. Let's take a moment and listen to our president articulate why we launch FAP, and then we'll be right back with this. Hear it from the president and CEO's mouth, Reb Anafti. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Good. Again, I want to welcome everyone to this town hall. It's a much awaited opportunity that I had planned, to have a conversation with you on the BFU Family Assistance Program, FAP. Others may call it Bamkinga in our, native language, which is a common phrase that we use when it comes to assisting each other. As the Executive Vice President has stated, I need not belabor the point, and the first screen that you have here just tells you the essence of what I was saying. We just have to keep going. We talk, and then we start doing stuff to make sure that the talking, can end up in a very a realistic goal, achievable things that we need to have for our community. It's something that has undergone a lot of work, and I want to start by thanking everyone who sent in their feedback, every chapter that participated. The quality of the feedback that we have just shows the depth and the interest of those who appreciated the value that there is in this program. So I want to thank everyone who took the time. Some of the chapters were so outstanding because they took it to heart and had very deliberative discussions on this program, just signifying the importance that they attach to it and the impact that this can potentially have on our community.
All right. Thank you, Mr. President. And we are back. You just heard the president talk about the impact of what FAP will have. And if you don't mind, we are going to now, Mr. Toby, we've lost you there. Let's make sure you are back. I know some people are wondering why we used this format instead of just directly Zoom. The reason is simple that we want, when you are typing a question, there is brevity of what you want to say. So it is Zoom, then we cannot control mics, and then somebody can go on and on or ask questions that have already been answered. And so this is our format. This is how we do our town halls. And so why don't we start with, I've not seen any question coming, but why don't we start with Uncle Toby, have you give us what are the benefits? Why should somebody care about FAP? And I'm going to put on this slide here, and then we talk through that, right? So it's coming up here. What is in FAP for me or for you, Uncle Toby? Barbie, are you talking? I can't hear you. Uncle Toby, are you talking? It looks like Uncle Toby is having a technical problem there. I cannot hear him. Uncle Toby, can you hear me? All right. So the question is, what is in FAP for you? Now, you see, FAP was set up to provide equal assistance to all our members, regardless of how popular they are or where they are or wherever they, who knows them in the union or not. And they, aside from us just meeting at the national convention and celebrating our culture, FAP is set up to ensure that we truly have benefits. Uncle Toby, I wanted you to articulate what those benefits are. Maybe you are muted. Please check, make sure your mic is not muted. And why Uncle Toby is doing that? If you already have an idea about FAP and you join this just to ask questions, by all means, go ahead and type those questions in and we'll respond to them. Okay, Uncle Toby. I still cannot hear you. Now, all right. Just to get us going. So, Uncle Toby, can you say something? Now we're not getting you. Mr. President of DC chapter, can you just walk us through the benefits of FAP, please?
One of the greatest things is the burden that you have when someone dies and you don't have the means to either bury the person here in the US or carry that person back home. It's a wonderful thing that FAP has come in to fill the gap while you wait on other issues, other areas. FAP is able to take care of that, and everything. Your mind is free. The stress that goes with it is free. Everything is free. It's it's a win-win situation. It's something that some people just think about the money, but they don't know the weight it carries when you lose somebody. You have a lot of thinking. You're in a state of depression, and when you know that there is a steady flow of something to assist you, then I think that worriness, that depression goes away automatically because your mind is free. You can plan well, you can do everything well, knowing that you will do everything in a very better and planned manner. You see, so that is one of the greatest advantage I can say that FAP has come for us at the rightful time to assist us. Uncle Ta, are you there?
Okay, Uncle Toby is having some technical difficulties, but let's get down to the numbers. All right, folks. When this program was designed, the idea was we were even afraid that we will not have the numbers and that if something, God forbid, something were to happen this year, we will not be able to provide benefits. But folks, rest assured, right now as we speak, if that bad news were to happen, the first year or the first 2 years, the payout, like Shea Alex was just talking about, is 10K to whoever the beneficiary is. No questions asked. Whoever you've designated as your beneficiary, whether it is your spouse or a friend or a brother, whoever you think can best handle your affairs when that tragedy happens. And mind you, traditionally we used to fear talking about it because as if when you talk about it, then you're making it to happen. No, we have to talk about it because whether you talk about it or not, it's going to happen. Nobody's going to live forever. So, first 2 years of FAP is $10,000. And then the third year, it goes up to $15,000. The idea being that within the first 2 years, we will have created a financial foundation and will have had a lot of data to work with that can allow for that, for an uptick. Of course, there's always inflation and all of that happening that can allow for us to go up to 15K. But I didn't want to. I brought in a panel just so that I should not be the one talking. So let me check in to make sure our national FAP coordinator can now talk and be heard. Uncle Toby. So why don't you check your audio setting? It has to do with your audio setting. You switch microphones, and the mic that you're using is not the one you were using before. So it's kind of off. That's why we cannot hear you, and we do want to hear you, sir. Right, no pressure. Right, this is a town hall. We are all. It's all good. Let's take a moment and make sure we can hear you. So that check your audio settings. And while Uncle is doing that for minors, the benefits for minors for the first 2 years is $7,000.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. Finally. Hallelujah.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened, but thank God I'm back. And
You're
thank
back.
you,
You're
Shufai,
back.
for.
You're back. All right. So I just talked about the benefits and the numbers. If there's anything you want to add there, please, by all means, go right ahead.
So thank you, everyone, for joining in. And thank you, Shufai, for those benefit numbers. So most importantly, what we're trying to do today is to actually educate those who probably are still sitting on the fence. And before I go into any discussion, I would like to give a little bit of background to the FAP program. So back in about July 2021, the Intestine administration saw a need in us taking care of ourselves. So that administration created a committee that looked into. Initially, we were calling it insurance, but I just want to make it clear that this is not insurance. This is like a bamkenge or a trouble bank because we are not running insurance. So I just want everybody to. Re-administration came in, they finalized the work that the Intestine administration started, and I was also part of the committee, including Phai Ta Wong and the rest of the chapter members that were there.
There's a technical glitch there that Kotobi just suffered from. Hopefully, we'll be back, but I want to applaud him for giving us a bit of background on how this started. It's very important that we acknowledge the shoulders that we're standing on. And like he was just saying, this started with the President Emeritus Shea Louis Tassin of the Carolinas. And Uncle Toby, are you back? So it's also a bit of background on the team that was created, the fact finding team that was created to sort this out, and he was stressing the fact that please, you should never mention this as insurance. We are not licensed to run an insurance scheme.
And
This is not
then
insurance. This is
the
banking.
premiums were increasing.
All right.
So
Uncle Toby, you are back. Not that we lost you there for a couple of minutes or for about a minute. So
sorry?
We lost you. So I was just feeling the air while you came back. I think your internet got off and we lost you. So the last thing you're just saying, the premium were increasing. You need to go back a little bit and talk about what about the premiums that were
So
increasing.
I was saying that yes, so as our members were getting older, the premiums were increasing and then the benefits were reducing. So we started thinking this really is not for us. So when the FAP program came in, those chapters, if you look, you see that those chapters that already had a conventional insurance, we are really enthusiastic about this FAP program because we realized that what we had was not beneficial for us in the long term. So that's just a brief background of why the thoughts came about it for this program. So currently, as of today, the numbers that I have received from all the chapters is a total is 765 members. We have 468 adults and 297 minors. And I want to give a shout out to Washington DC, looking into getting into an conventional insurance. But given the experience we're already having, they held back a bit, waiting for the FAP program. And I want to congratulate Shea Alex and Phai Tai Wong for their great leadership in this program. So why are we doing this? I want to also congratulate those who have joined because you know why you are doing this. You are doing this for your dignity. It is your dignity, actually. And I am also calling on those who are still sitting on the fence to think twice because imagine what this FAP entails is you saving 40 cents a day, and you have your $105 at the end of the year to pay for your FAP. So can we save $40 a day? Yes, I believe everybody can. Even you move around your house, you pick 40 cents and put in the piggy bank. So I encourage everyone to save 40 cents a day, and you'll be good at the end of the year during the enrollment period. A few more things. So I also want to assure everyone that so long as I'm part of this FAP administration, the program will succeed by any means. Because when I devote my time to do something, I put all my energies in it. I've spoken to the president, national president, and he understands where I'm coming from. Integrity is my watchword, so nobody should be afraid of anything. We have a dedicated bank account for FAP. Into that account are mainly FAP funds. We are going to be very transparent with the way we manage it. Anytime you have a question, reach out to us. We'll answer the questions. We'll have financial transparency, so everybody sees what is coming in and what is going out. So as of today, based on the enrollment numbers that we have $10. I think the
Can you say that again, Uncle Toby?
is a
You
very
broke
big
off,
accomplishment for our organization.
Uncle Toby.
And all we need to do is to pray. Yes.
Your sound is a bit choppy.
Hello?
Can you say that number again? Your sound was a bit choppy. What is the balance in the account at this point in time? Uncle Toby's internet is
It's shaky.
a bit choppy. But we have well over $60,000 in the bank account. Uncle Toby, our internet is not the best this evening. So we were trying to get the actual amount of the FAP based on enrollment number. What is the number? What is the amount?
Finances or the count?
No, you said you gave a certain.
Which one are you asking?
The dollar amount
is $63,810. Did you get that?
63,000. Yes. Okay, thank you.
Enrollment is 765.
Amazing.
So, can I send you the summary so you can share if that is necessary?
Not when we are already
so
live.
enrollment numbers.
You can send them to me and I can post them, but we're not going to have them on the screen right now because typically we set this up before we go live, so I can be able to put a slide on. But you send the numbers on to me right now. I can post the numbers so that those who are on the line right now can see. So while Uncle Toby is trying to get that to me, why don't we answer one question that has come in? All right, this was meant to be a question and answer session, and Uncle Toby has given us a background and the numbers where we are. We are doing great. So a question came in here, and it's about it's so far the question is about benefits, okay, and it's about those benefits are for active BFU-USA member, right? So the question is, for when it comes to the renewal of FAP benefits, whether is it going to be based on how active the members are at their various chapters? That's the question, right? Because FAP is for BFU-USA active members. So this year we are saying let's be very generous. Let's make sure we are very, very what's the word? Inclusive. That's the word President has been using. So when it comes to next year now, did you get the question? Will the renewal be based on active BFU-USA members?
Yes,
that's fine. So,
FAP is for BFU members, active.
Okay. So the simple answer.
FAP is for active BFU-USA members.
So the simple answer is yes. So if you join FAP and all you want to do is come and enjoy FAP, and then you go and sit somewhere and only wait until there is enrollment and then you come and enroll, it's not going to work for you, right? Perfect. President Alex, we want to hear from you, right? This is very important because the BFU-USA is really a grassroots organization, and it is at the chapter level that these things are managed. So
I think, Shufai, if we open the doors for those type of members, then we are not helping the members at all. We'll still be the ones who carry the cross when it comes to such a situation. So our first initiative, as the FAP executive has said, is that it is purely a BFU affair, and as such, all members must be active in their chapters, except those who are in areas where there are no BFU chapters, so they can enroll in any other chapter. So, but essentially, it is for BFU active members.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. And for those that are in states where there are no chapters, physical chapters, they can still participate actively in the affairs of the chapters that they join in, right? Because chapters have their affairs, they do their different fundraising, they do stuff. They can even join the chapter meeting by Zoom, right? There's a lot of things that they can do to make sure that they are not just ghost members. So I think that's great. So please keep the questions coming. This is meant to be really interactive. Chrissy, you were saying you would have preferred it to be Zoom, but I'm not seeing a question coming from you. So can you please send in your question so that the panelists can respond to it? I want to recognize everyone. Michigan is in the house, right? Clement Kibo is Michigan is in the house. A lot of people are joining from all over the country. Karin Soyaba is joining in from Wisconsin. Arizona is in the house. DC is in the house. Virginia is in the house. Special shout out to Brenda Lynn Sob and to Canada. There are a lot of people here that are joining in from all over the place. So, and they are having a fun time there on our YouTube channel. So, now a question from Brenda Lynn Sob. So, for somebody who becomes inactive for one reason or another, and something happens, they will not be helped even though they are registered.
Shufai, can you ask the question again?
So the Brenda Lynn's question is: so for somebody who becomes inactive for one reason or another, and something happens, so will they not be helped even though they are registered?
You will be subject to a waiting period of 3 months, which membership will be effective from April of 2025, not January of 2025.
Uncle Toby, I'm not sure whether you were responding to the question I just asked. So somebody just asked a question. If somebody becomes inactive for one reason or another, and then something happens to them, will they receive the benefit?
Can you repeat the question?
All right. So
It's breaking.
let me read it as it is. So for somebody who becomes inactive for one reason or another, and something happens, will they not be helped even though they are registered?
I think it would depend on what inactive means. Inactive means they are no longer a member of BFU. Once you lose membership, you are no longer entitled to the benefits.
Okay.
Except a different thing.
So Brendan, I hope you got that. So there is if I'm getting you clearly, being an active member of BFU-USA goes hand in hand with being a registered member of FAP. There's not an either or there, right? So if you are sick, for instance, you are registered and you are sick, I mean, there's no way by which you can attend BFU meetings and things like that. Your chapter will obviously know why you are inactive, right? So there is no way by which you will not be assisted when your chapter is aware of why you are not being active. So the second question is, and Brendalyn, if that did not answer your question, please you can send in a clarifying question. Next question is, what happens to members who relocate, let's say, to Cameroon?
So on that membership issue, right? We have a category of people who qualify for a lifetime membership. So lifetime membership as defined in the FAP manifesto is somebody who have been active with BFU-USA for at least 20 years or more and are currently enrolled in the FAP program for at least 5 years. So that's the first category. So if you are enrolled in FAP, the FAP program for at least 5 years and you have been active for the past 20 years, you are being physical in the US no longer is an issue. You can be anywhere.
Perfect. That answers that question. The next question is after registering, is eligibility immediate or is there a probation period to receive benefits?
So if you enroll during this 2024 open enrollment period, your effectiveness, you become effective from January 1 or 2024. Now, if you wait till the next enrollment and you have been an active member of BFU-USA, so you enroll for the 2025 period or year, your enrollment will be active from April 1st. But a new member who just joined BFU-USA and enrolls for 2025 enrollment will be effective January 1, 2025. So the active members who have not signed up this year will have a waiting period of 3 months whenever they register for their membership to become effective.
Okay.
So in line with that, till as we wait for another any other questions.
There's a question. There's a question.
So if, for instance, you enroll in, okay, sure, okay.
And maybe this is important for some people who are just joining and they didn't get some of the benefits. It's a benefit question, and I can put back that screen. The person is asking, what is the benefit? What are the benefits? I think we just lost Uncle Toby there.
Sorry, I didn't
Uncle
get
Toby,
the question.
internet is the question was about benefits, and I want to bring back this screen here. And you are not dragging us back. I think it's important that people should know what the benefits are. Fighter, they've not heard from you. Can you go through the benefits very quickly, please?
Yeah, the benefits as they are as on the screen. The adults are going to get 10,000, while the minors are going to get 7,000 for the first 2 years, and the situation will be revisited as proposed in the bylaws of the FAP. So for the first 2 years, those who are eligible from 1st of January, they are going to get 10,000 and 7,000, be they adult or minor. That's it about the benefits, except or something to add.
All right. So very clearly, adults first 2 years 10,000, third year is 15,000. For minors, the first 2 years the benefit is 7,000, and then the third year the benefit is 10,000. There was a follow-up question about from Yvette. As the national FAP coordinator just said, for those who have enrolled during this open enrollment period, for all active members who are enrolled this period, the benefits are immediate. Now, remember that, Yvette, your question was your mother joined BFU and FAP December 2023 doesn't mean she has a probation wait period. I want to imagine that you are also a FAP participant because your mother cannot join when you are not part of it, right? Because the parents or minors join with their adult child. So I want to make sure that that is very, very clear, that it is important. Now, for those who have not yet signed on, for those who we are answering their questions today, the president extended a 2-week period. So immediately you enroll, if you are on the call today and you want to get answers and then you enroll, your benefits are immediate. I mean, they could not be retroactive. We're not going to be enrolling somebody who has already had an accident or something. But once you enroll, if you are alive, at the point of enrolling, your benefits are immediate. There is no probation. Uncle Toby, did I get that correctly?
That's correct.
Perfect.
Yes,
Let's go back to Informe America, who was doing a follow-up question. I want to make sure that all the questions are being answered. The active members, are we using active as defined by the BFU-USA bylaws? And the answer is yes. That one I don't need to send it to the panelists. Active membership is based on the BFU-USA bylaw. And remember that BFU bylaws also take into account the activities of the local chapters. So please remember, we are not reinventing anything with FAP. FAP is simply a benefit to active members as defined by the bylaws. So thank you for me. Now, let me ask the next question here. Fabian Yimbo, I hope your question on benefits was answered. A special shout out to Luis Dasim from the Carolinas. Thank you for joining in tonight, and your administration for laying the foundation for this program. Next question from our very own Adeline. What about those registering by January 15? Did I just answer that, or do you want to just clarify that again, Uncle Toby?
I think you answered the question already. So
Perfect. Yeah. So those joining in by January 15, the benefits are immediate. And I'm looking this way because I'm trying to make sure that I get all the questions answered. Now, this is a great question from the president of Minnesota chapter. What about dependents? What about minors, right? We define minors as people below 21 years. But what about those who are 18 years, but they are not dependents? Do they pay $10 or do they pay $130?
So just to be clear, when we make rules, we have to stick by those rules. Our guidelines is that those who are 21 years are considered minors. So we are not calling them dependents, we're calling them minors. So if they are below 21 years, they are minors. Once they hit 21 years, they will be considered adults. So one of the reasons that we decided to require a date of birth for the minors is so that we can be tracking their age. Once they turn 21, we will notify the parents or the minors to let them know they are no longer eligible for minor membership. So that's why we require a date of birth for minors.
Perfect. And a great point there from Yvette. Yvette, thank you. Yvette thought that a parent could just be you can just enroll your parent and not join FAP. And that's what you wanted to know, right? So yes, Yvette, you do need to join FAP. So thought a parent could stand as an individual means I will need to join FAP. Thanks for clarity. Yes. FAP was not set up so that people should enroll their parents or the grandma of their kids or grandpa of their kids that are from home visiting.
Yes.
It is
and that
meant.
is
Yes, go on, Uncle Toby.
I'm saying that is one of the reasons why we have insisted that enrollment of grandkids is out of question. The parents should be members of BFU and enroll their children, not grandparents enrolling when the parents are not members of BFU.
Which also means that
And
the parents should be the children should be the one enrolling their visiting
kids.
parents from home, right?
yes,
Okay.
so I encourage everyone to read the bylaws of the FAP program, because the last section of the program is about misrepresentation or fraud. So if you misrepresent in your information and we come to realize it, we will notify you so that you are aware that of the consequences. So make sure you are providing the right information, because we have a section for misrepresentation or fraud.
Very good. So please, that's why we're having this town hall, so that these clarifications are made. Members, children who are here, and you are very lucky to have your mom or your dad be part of your life here in the US. FAP was not set up to just take care of them. FAP was set up so that you start by registering yourself and then register your mom and your dad or the grandparents of your kids together with your kids to FAP. So that's very, very important. And a very great question here also coming in about, for those who are very excited about FAP now, this is an open enrollment period and we are being very inclusive. So what happens if some of these people who are not active now use our generosity, right? Because we're being very generous and we're saying, let's just welcome everybody, right? They are not active now, but they register for FAP and then stay inactive. And I hear you, Lillian, my dear. I hear you on that. So what do you say? Let's have President of DC Metro talk about that.
Yes, like the FAP president has said, when you say inactive, you define it as not being part of BFU. And when you become an inactive person, it therefore means you are not part of the, BFU. And as such, you cannot benefit from BFU activities. That is just how it is.
Perfect. So for those who are listening, you heard it from the DC president's mouth. That's what it is defined. If you choose to try to scam BFU right now and register, and then decide not to become active, there is the re-enrollment. There is the open enrollment period that's going to be coming open up next year. This year, sometime this year, Uncle Toby just dropped off there and he's going to be back. Your ability to re-enroll will be based on whether you became active, right? So rest assured, Lillian, that that's not going to happen. We'll be watching this very keenly. Let's make sure we have answered all the questions as they are coming in, folks. All right, and this is from my sister here in Minnesota, Auntie I Honda. So for those who will be 21 later in the year 2024, I mean they started this open enrollment, they were under 21, so they paid $10. So by the time, let's say during this year now, they turn 21. So what happens, Uncle Toby?
So their membership will be active for the entire period. Now their 21 will be effective from the next enrollment period. So if they are enrolled, if they are below 21 and they turn 21 during the year, it doesn't affect their enrollment status
Okay.
until the next enrollment period.
And when is the next enrollment period?
August 1st to November 30th.
August 1st to November 30th. So if they turn, now let me make a follow-up question. If they are going to turn 21 in December, then what happens? Do you understand my question?
So because the next enrollment period, the next enrollment period, which starts from August to September to November, is effective from January 1st, 2025.
Okay.
We enroll between August and November, but the effective date is January 1st of the following year.
Okay. So I hope that answered your question. Folks, this is amazing. And we have a lot of people online asking questions and wanting to know the depths, the in and outs of the family assistance program. So thank you all for all your questions. Please keep the questions coming. That's why we are here. I think we are up to date with all the questions.
So let me also clarify one more thing. So if you are an active member or participating in FAP and you decide to withdraw, the next time you are coming back, you will pay a penalty of $150 plus your re-enrollment fee and all other fees associated with the enrollment.
Okay, excellent. Now, greetings to you, my dear Emmanuel from Ohio. You want clarity on the third year. So what does it mean? Is the third year the first day of 2026, right? So this is year one, beginning 1st of January 2024, year two, 1st of January 2025. So Mr. Yuka would like to know the date.
Year three is going to be January 1st of 2027. That's the end of year 3.
Hang on. So when does the benefits for year 3 kick in?
After year 2, which is 2026.
All right. So 2026, December 31st, year 2 ends. And then first day of the month, which is January 1st, 2027, that is considered year 3.
Correct.
All right. Just making sure that that is clear. So hopefully that answers your questions. All right, folks.
No, sorry. It looks like we are mixed up. It looks like we are mixed up with those years.
Yes.
Are we mixed up?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like we are mixed up with those years.
Let's start. This is
we
year
are
1.
mixed up. It's 2020.
Now let's start. Let's be very clear.
Yes, 2024 is year 1.
2025.
2024 is year 1.
And 2025 is year
2.
Then 2026 is year 3.
Year 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
And 2026 begins on the first day of 2026, which is January 1st, 2026.
Right.
Correct.
All right.
We should also note that all contributions are non-refundable. Non-refundable once you enroll.
All right. So let's see. Questions are coming in. All right. Great question here from President Emeritus Shelu Stasin. How will BFU enforce active membership status? Will chapters be responsible for identifying those who have been active?
Yes.
Yes. I think the powers of BFU-USA are now at the chapter level. So the chapters determine who is an active member and who is not.
Perfect. Mr. President, I think you heard that. And that is why registration right now is happening at the chapter level, because chapters know their members. right?
Yes.
Alex, perfect. The next question is, what about those married from different tribes?
I think BFU has been very inclusive, and the membership is either by birth or by association or affiliation. So if they are married to another tribe and whoever wants to enroll is registered as a BFU member, they are eligible.
And then they are
Correct.
active, because of course they are active.
Yes, they are active. Yeah.
Great question. In fact, one of our very, very active members here is by affiliation and board members, really. Chief, His Royal Highness for Jiawung is married to he's of the Libya Lema enclave, and married to one of our members here in Minnesota. And I want to say he's one of the most active person I've ever met in BFU. He's one of our board members. So that should tell you something.
And also, as you mentioned, that I just want to clarify that unfortunately, the way FAP is working is that members have to be registered in their official names.
Yes.
So unfortunately, we are going to be asking everyone to provide their names as they appear on their official documents.
Very important. All right. Let's keep the questions coming, folks. This is absolutely fascinating. We may have gone through all the questions at this time.
I wish if maybe I just throw in something about registration processes.
Oh yes. Yes. Please.
Yeah, I think my concern has been the way registration is done, and we're so glad that the coordinator did a wonderful kind of spreadsheet that we've been following. And in DC, what we did that actually could facilitate and make members submit that information, which is very relevant, which is one of the things that I think we should emphasize. Because if we don't have the right information, operating will be very difficult. So we've had a form that we gave out and in a WhatsApp group and email, and members were able to send that data to us, and it enabled us to be able to catch up with the details that were required. This is still ongoing, and we're encouraging members to catch up with the extension that has been given so that we can be able to give. And we are reaching out to those that we have reached out to them personally, indicating to them that some information is incomplete, to ensure that we have that information, because we want to submit our spreadsheet, especially for those who have already done at a particular time so that we can get going. We're already operative, but some information is missing, especially as we're waiting to catch up with the extension. So I think it's very important that we review that, and those who are lagging behind should catch up with it. Then also with regards membership, which I see is a major concern. One thing we did in DC was that we made sure that you regularize your situation with the group before we could take your FAP. I mean, that's what my president instructed, and that's what I have done. And I know we're going to continue to ensure that members are re-registering, or members who are re-registering their members who have been active for the previous year. So I just want to make that clear. There is so much we can do. We've been notifying them and we've told them, and that information is going to go through. And I'm sure every other branch or chapter should be able to work on that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shufai. In fact, like I said at the beginning, We started by thanking Tim Tassin for the initiative, uh, and I cannot say be proud of anything that BFU has ever done for this FAP. Our chapter coordinators have actually done a wonderful job, and I just want to especially thank them. It has not been easy. It was like a full-time job for us, and I think we made it. We went through it. It is not going to be perfect the first year, but I think that the difficulties we are seeing now, next year we are going to make sure that everything works well. It's a new experience for everyone, but I can assure you that we have very good chapter coordinators and they are doing their best. I've been on them on their heads every day, but I just want to let them know I appreciate the work they have done. This is a very great achievement for our union, and we will not let anyone down. So the information that we're gathering, we have made sure that we're getting just minimal information so that we can have this uploaded electronically. Once we get the data, we are going to upload it electronically, and each enrolled member will receive an email notification to review their form online and then sign electronically. So that is where we're heading to. So if you review your information and you realize there's something wrong with it, you let us know so it can be corrected, and then we'll send you the link to review again and sign, and that will confirm that you are actively a FAP member. So please help your chapter coordinators, provide them what they are asking so that you finalize your enrollment. There's no need for why would you pay money and then not provide the information that we need to finalize your enrollment. So thank you everyone, and to those who realize the usefulness of this FAP and enrolled immediately, I want to say congratulations. You made the right decision. And as I indicated earlier on, if you save 40 cents a day, which you can pick from around the house, just save 40 cents a day, you would be okay to pay your next enrollment fee without thinking of looking for money. So this thing is just 40 cents a day. Thank you.
There's a question from my good friend Isabel Tomla, and I think, and it has to do with Saji. I mean, the difference, because there's a confusion between those who have been in Saji and those who, well, maybe there's a confusion between the FAP and Saji, and BFU-USA Family Assistance Program is not Saji, right? That's the first thing.
Correct.
And it is a member benefit. We are not trying to launch a national thing for immigrants to get numbers. We are not out here shooting for numbers. We are trying to provide benefits to our members, which means that because what she was asking is, what is the ultimate goal of the family assistance program? And the question was really based on how Saji operate, and I don't know how Saji operate, and so maybe some of you know how that operates, and you can be able to clarify, provide clarity on how.
Shufai, what we are saying is that Saji was, and I think it operates like an insurance company, and we are not an insurance company. Let nobody confuse between the two. We are merely, like the name insinuates, family assistance program. It is just that we do not want to be sending baskets all over the country or all over BFU chapter members. Please give us to assist a member who has lost a loved one or who has passed away. It is a way of saying that let's stop this knocking at doors to ask for assistance. No, this is something that once it immediately happens, the beneficiary or the chapter uh, informs the FAP, and everything is presented to the beneficiary, and he takes care of that. So there are two things that we should not be confused with, as I think that Saji is an insurance and we are not. We are just something funds set aside to assist members who are in that situation.
Well said. Anything that you want to add, Uncle Toby?
Yes, so there was a comment that came directly to me. So this is a comment. So it says, as you know, a lot of ethnic groups love us and they may want to now come and join us because of FAP. How do you think this shall be? Sorry. What do you think shall be our response? So I think as of now, that kind of question will have to be looked into by at the national level,
Yeah.
and probably the directors. So we are just coordinators for the FAP program, and that question, I believe, is beyond our pay grade.
Yeah, no, you're right. This is a member benefit. Let's be very clear. This is a member benefit. That's the difference between this. Saying that you have your work is providing you with additional benefits that you should cancel. No, this is a member benefit for BFU.
No.
Right? This is a member benefit in addition to whatever you have out there. BFU-USA is taking care of its members.
I think I did have that situation where non-members, that is indigenous who are not even affiliated in one way or the other, asking to join. But we told them that it was exclusively for BFU members and they must be active. So it's not something like jumping in now to register because you want to become a FAP member. And it is one of the greatest point was that it was coming from people that when you admit one, 10,000 will come behind them. So we should be careful and see how it goes. Like coordinator is saying, maybe the higher authority will have something to say about that.
Yeah. Now, and at this point, it is a member benefit. BFU-USA is not in the business
And
of running insurance. We don't have a business. And we want to wrap up here. We have 1 minute to wrap up here, folks. We've been
yeah,
we need to wrap up here. It's we're coming to the end of the program. So, Mr. National Coordinator, yes.
yeah. So I would just want to thank everyone for joining, and I also want to let everyone understand that whatever we are doing, we cannot be doing it hiding, because we live in a society where there's a lot of eyes in everything you are doing. So we are not running an insurance program. Everybody, we need to keep that in mind. This is our trouble fund, not insurance. And it is just to give each and every one of us dignity when our day comes. So if you have a family member that you love them, still hesitating, I would not mind registering them, paying their their BFU registration fees and membership and annual dues, and registering them for the FAP and making sure that they participate in all BFU activities. If they think the money is the issue, please talk to them, get them in, register for them, and make sure that they are active chapter members and they participate in BFU activities, because that is the only way you can show that love for that your family or your friend. So let us reach out, get everybody in. Right now, we are not about numbers, but we are only about caring for each other. In case you have any questions after this call, you can always reach out to me or to any of the chapter coordinators, and we will try to answer your questions as best as we can. Thank you all so much for joining.
Very good. And Mr. President of DC Metro.
I want to thank everyone who have joined us tonight. I would like to appreciate, especially in DC area, those who have spread the news. I will always say the good news to all the corners. We have different groups like Samba DC, Mfu DC, we have Bongnapti. All these groups, we are engaged in one way or the other by our members who are part of these great groups. And as such, that is why we had this number. And all these numbers fell in the hands of one man who is a fighter. And I do appreciate that even on the last day before it was shifted, she had he had to stay up till 12 midnight to make sure that everything was in order. I do appreciate his time, his devotedness, and to all my escort who have been working with us, posting the information here and there, making sure that everyone has the information, because the problem has always been I did not hear, I did not know. But this time, I think we did knock out all the cronies of DC and beyond, so that members should be aware, or those who have been in the dark should come out to the light, and everybody, the whole DC was involved, and that's why we have the numbers. I appreciate all, and the window is still open. January 15th, please, if you are still hesitating, come out and let's be part of this great initiative. Thank you.
Excellent. And Fighter Wong, you did all of this work. What do you have to say, sir?
Well, it's a conclusion of a long story that Uncle Toby explained earlier. We've been very concerned since we came to Minnesota some 12 years ago. I remember with Late Shay, and we had somebody who came to talk about insurance, and we're all enthusiastic. But after making those contributions, and it collapsed, and with Intersys administration coming up with this initiative that we work day and night to come up with, I really do appreciate. And one thing I want to tell people is, let's not instill fear, and let's not stay on the side of being pessimistic with things. Let's just look at this thing as something that has come to stay with us and to take us to another step. Thank you.
Excellent. Folks, you heard it all. The I think I want to acknowledge to Christabel Tomna that I got the voice note that you left on my WhatsApp about the I think there's a bit of confusion about SAGI and the FAP within Houston chapter. I don't know. There's been either information not well explained there. So, Christabel, I will connect with you after this. So I didn't want to have this be a conversation about SAGI when it is not. We're talking about FAP. So, Christabel, I'll connect with you after this. I want to also acknowledge the comments that have come online from moderate out there in Northern California. I've seen those comments, and I will reconnect with you after this so that we can talk through what the specific scenario is. Folks, I want to take a moment and applaud the time that goes into this. To all the FAP coordinators in the different chapters, can we give a round of applause to them? Every FAP coordinator, please, they have done a marvelous job to get us to this point. If I had a big studio, I would have had all the FAP coordinators in here being celebrated. So Fighter One is representing the FAP coordinators, because all of you are the ones people are calling. They are the ones explaining. They're the one reaching out and asking for the birth information of minors, the addresses, all of this stuff to fill the spreadsheet. It's a lot of work. So to all FAP coordinators, you are gems beyond measure. So thank you for being amazing. To all the presidents that have taken time, because it takes leadership to make these things work. FAP has come to stay, folks. FAP has come to stay. Like the president of DC Metro said, We're not going to be moving around with, we're not going to be holding, be panhandlers whenever we have a tragedy, right? To say, oh, can we throw in some money? Those days are gone. This is for us. This is for our members. So to all of you, the different presidents, this is what BFU is about. It's at the chapter. You know your members, you know what it takes, and you made it happen. Thank you. And to Nkotobi here and his team, Malam Alaji Mohammed Lawir. Thank you, Nkotobi. He gave his word. He said his word is his bond, right? His word is his bond. Folks, this is our organization. FAP is ours to stay. It's not going anywhere. If after this you still need any further clarification, remember, Shay Alex is here. Shay Alex will talk to you. If you just reach out to him, he will talk to you about why DC is so excited about this. Fighter Wong is here. He will answer your questions. Of course, people are reaching out on Kotobi directly. He will respond to you. Okay? You can reach out to me, and I will do my best. We are here for you even after today. We have till today is the 6th. The deadline is the 15th. After that, then what happens? We have the wait period. Is that correct, Nkotobi? After this, the enrollment period, we don't
So
do
you
any
missed this
registration
year,
until
then
the
you
enrollment
have.
period. Is that correct?
No, there's no wait
Yes,
period for this period.
that's correct.
No, I'm saying
Okay.
after the 15th. After the
Okay,
15th,
yeah.
when we close.
Yes. Yeah, correct.
After the 15th is closed.
It's closed.
It is closed until we do the open enrollment.
August.
Is that correct?
Correct.
So please don't wait. You have to, from today to the 15th to sign up instead of waiting till the open enrollment period this year. You don't have control over your life. You may be a best driver, but you don't know the attitude of others driving on the highway with you. You may be the best whatever, but you have no control over destiny and over fate. Don't try to avoid, or don't try to imagine that this is not for you. This is for everybody. This is for everybody. So thank you, my dear panelists. Thank you all for being here tonight. I appreciate you. BFU-USA appreciate you. We thank your families for letting you be up here and taking time to answer these questions tonight. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Our regards to you and your families. With time, when there's the next open enrollment, we may have to bring you up again to chat and explain things to our members. So this is a service that we do, right? So let's just go around and you say your goodbyes before we jump out here. So Alex.
Again, please, like Fight Town said, let us not put pessimism. Let us not put fear. It is optimism. It is the way forward. Please, wherever you are, the nearest chapter, do register. There's still some days, 9 days to go. Please, let's register. Let's do all to register. That is just our plea.
Perfect. Fight Town.
No, I just want to thank everybody for the collaboration, and let's keep it going. It's not been easy, but I think it's something that we need, and we all are tied to it. So let's keep on sharing. From the questions, I see some people have some really great ideas, and I think we'll really take those ideas and work on them to see how we can move the FAB program forward. Thank you.
Very good. I know Uncle Tabi, he's had some technical difficulties. He's not here to say his goodbyes, but from him to all of you, thank you, Uncle Tabi. Thank you, Fight Town. Thank you, Shea Alex. Until then, I am going to say goodbye and wish you well. So thank you. Okay, Uncle Tabi, you are back. I wanted to have you say your goodbyes before we go. You were off the screen there for a second. Uncle Tabi? All right, folks. All right. Thank you, everybody. This is it for tonight. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being part of tonight's town hall. We wish we could have all the whole evening to just run this, but stay tuned for most of our programs that are going to be coming up. Later on, coming up towards the end of this month, we'll be having a State of the Union address from our CEO and President, who will address a number of items that are near and dear to his heart, including the FAP. At that point, he will give you the total numbers that have come in, including number of registrants and the number of and the amount of money that we have in the bank, including some other memorandum of understanding that he signed with some other wonderful organizations that he's been working behind the scenes to. So stay tuned to our programming and book your calendars when we do indicate for the State of the Union address by our President and CEO Ray Banafti. For those of you who join in, thank you for being amazing members. Those of you from Wisconsin that joined in, from Texas, you are amazing. Thank you to our FAP coordinators, to the DC Metro presidents, to the Fighter on the DC Metro FAP coordinator, and to our national FAP coordinator, Uncle Toby Barberi, who are joining and to spend some time with us. To all of you who ask questions, thank you so much for being here tonight. We appreciate you. We thank you for your questions and your comments and your support. We can't do this without you. And it's on that note that we say thank you and have a wonderful rest of your day and your weekend. And may God bless all of you, and may God bless BFU-USA. You are all amazing. Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Tomota,